What's up, my peoples? We live. Oh shit. Fucking traffic and shit right now. What's up, everybody? You see who's in the chat. Hey, Jules. Hey, Malik. So, I don't know. I can't tell really because I'm driving right now who's in the chat room right now. That was in my Patreon chat last night. But last night we did a Zoom chat about 11 o'clock. If you're confused on when my Zoom chats are and you're a patron, about every post I make on Patreon. So those will tell you when my Zoom chats are. People had asked, oh, I can't find out, and then I told them, hey, check that email, and then they're, oh, okay. So those emails might not be linked to your phone or whatever, that you don't check on a regular basis, so maybe that could be one of the reasons. So whatever email address that you signed up my Patreon account with, that's the email address that's going to be notified whenever I make a post. And tonight we're going to try to go live around the same time as last night. It's really hot out here today. I just got bit by a mosquito too. So I wanted to do a quick drive time shaman about a mysterious plant on our planet that most don't realize how mysterious the origins are, especially a lot of plants on our planet. Now, let me talk a little bit about my experience on the 33rd parallel of Long Beach in the Cesar Chavez Park, and what I witnessed, and how most people in mainstream, they'll say the origins of wheat came about, what, 1800 BC, things like this. They are highly mistaken, or choose to be lying, or whatever they want to say, that was the origins of wheat. I think some people say it was in Turkey around 1700 BC or something like that. So wrong. You could find, even near some of the sites like Stonehenge and stuff like that, they found grain that's 8,000 years old. You know, and things like this, and wheat has been used for a long period of time. If you look deeper into it, wheat and corn come from the gods. They come from the goddess Isis and Dionysus, the gods and goddesses, some of the original gods of our earth, way before Christ, way before anything else. And I'm thinking that the time of Isis and some of the Atlantean races are damn near 800, 900,000 years ago. And we have the most recent flood that we recognize in the biblical, maybe 10,000 years ago, or something like to that effect. But wheat is, in my opinion, and corn and bananas and other things are from other realms. They were seeded here, they were brought here. And it's very interesting because when I had my experience in the Cesar Chavez Park, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but this is on the 33rd parallel, same as Mount Hermon. And I walked around a spiral sort of labyrinth, a stone labyrinth, dragon's labyrinth type structure. And I was walking around it for months and months and months and months and months. And then one day I had this like spiritual experience. I was brought to that park, and it was at a certain time of year, and I activated something that looked like it was in the air, almost like Ankh shaped, and it looked like a mirror, or almost like the air was alive, like with gel almost, like it was like you could, it's hard to explain it, almost like it was a liquid in the air. And I walked into it, and I felt the vibration of mwah, and then it, like immediately as soon as I walked into it, I everything stopped, came to a halt, and I opened my eyes, and I was still in the same park, but everything was completely empty. There was no people around like before, and everything else. And as soon as I opened my eyes and I looked around, there was what I thought was wheat in front of me. Even though there's no wheat in that park, there was wheat in front of me. And I went to move it, clear it out of the way so I can walk through. And when I went to go move it, although it never touched my hands, it moved out of the way. And you know, it's very weird when you think about it now, but at the time it just seemed natural. Like I went to move it out of the way and it moved, but I never felt anything on my hands. But it looked like wheat, like long wheat, really high wheat, you know, up to my face. You know, it was really high, maybe even higher. And I had to like move it out of the way so I can walk through. And as soon as I went like this, it all separated. And I was in another layer of that park, another reality of that park, or some sort of holographic version of that park, something to that effect. It was the same park, but it was empty. It wasn't filled with people like when I first was in it. And it was like I had lost a day and a half of time, and it only felt like I was there for 5 or 10 minutes. So I did experience some sort of Stargate, some sort of dimensional travel, or some sort of holographic experience. Whatever I activated, there was wheat or something replication, or something that seemed like wheat. And I know it sounds crazy, but you know, I was basically like naked too. I had taken everything off with basketball shorts when I was walking into the park. I walked in there like barefooted and just in my shorts. And the origins of wheat are really mysterious, and they are linking back to Sirius and Isis and agriculture gods, the original gods that came here, even Prometheus, Dionysus, Minerva, Ceres, Isis, all the different names, Demeter. They are all linked to agriculture and wheat and corn. So we're going to be talking about that later on tonight as well. The origins of wheat and where it actually had came from, and the races that may have seeded it here. Thanks for joining, everybody, and spiral out.